Los Angeles has always felt like a contradiction, a mirage shimmering under an endless sun. It's a city that promises everything: fame, reinvention, freedom, yet delivers nothing without a fight. The palm trees sway like dreamers, tall and defiant, above the freeways that hum with impatience and longing. Beneath the golden glow, the shadows linger, whispering reminders that even paradise has its price. People arrive here with stars in their eyes, believing that showing up is enough. But Los Angeles doesn't hand out easy victories. It tests you. It strips away illusions until only resilience remains. To survive here, you have to learn to love the struggle as much as the beauty, to find inspiration in the contradictions. That tension, the push and pull between perfection and imperfection, is what makes this city, and those who endure it, truly captivating. It's that same paradox that makes the new Hasselblad X2D II feel like such a fitting companion. Like Los Angeles, it's both art and instrument, elegant yet unyielding. The first time you hold it, you feel the craftsmanship, the body sculpted from a single block of metal, dense yet balanced, engineered with quiet confidence. It doesn't shout for attention, it earns it. Every contour feels deliberate, every dial within reach, a blend of form and function that reflects Hasselblad's legacy of precision. It's more than a camera, it's a partner that mirrors the photographer's intent, turning vision into tangible light. But what truly separates the X2D II from its predecessors is not just how it looks, but how it performs. Hasselblad has redefined what medium format can be. For years, these cameras were revered for their breathtaking image quality, yet dismissed as too slow, too methodical for fast-paced work. Autofocus, in particular, was their Achilles heel, functional at best, frustrating at worst. The X2D II changes that narrative completely. The new autofocus system feels alive, responsive, and surprisingly intuitive. It doesn't just find a subject, it holds onto it. During my first test, I expected the usual lag, that moment of hesitation when the camera hunts for focus and misses the shot. But the X2D II tracked eyes, followed movement, and adapted even when the light dipped low. I switched off the main lights, leaving only a dim red lamp to cast shadows across the room, and the autofocus still clung to its target as if it refused to let go. For the first time with a medium format camera, I found myself thinking, this just works. No excuses, no compromises. That breakthrough unlocks entirely new creative possibilities. The X2D II isn't confined to landscapes or stage studio portraits anymore. It can move with the energy of a street scene, a fashion shoot, or a live performance. It can handle chaos without breaking its composure. Hasselblad has finally created a medium format system that keeps up with real life. The refinements throughout the body show the same level of thoughtfulness. The addition of a joystick on the back might seem small, but it transforms the shooting experience. Shifting focus points is now effortless, fluid, instinctive. The customizable dials let you adapt the camera to your rhythm, clicking the rear dial to zoom in for precise manual focus, or cycling through crop modes on the front dial becomes second nature. The tilting touchscreen is another quiet improvement that matters more than you'd expect. It doesn't flip all the way down, but the extra flexibility when composing from high or low angles makes a difference in the field. These aren't flashy changes, they're practical evolutions, signs that Hasselblad's engineers actually listen to photographers. Every detail feels intentional, crafted not to impress on paper but to enhance the real-world experience of shooting. And then there's the new 35 to 100mm f3.8-4 lens, a perfect companion to the X2D II's ambitions. It's versatile, covering an equivalent range of roughly 28 to 85mm in full-frame terms, ideal for everything from portraits to street scenes to commercial work. The sharpness is staggering, edge-to-edge clarity that holds up even under the scrutiny of a 100-megapixel sensor. Every frame feels clean, detailed, and beautifully rendered, yet somehow still organic. The lens doesn't chase vintage quirks or nostalgic imperfection, it's built for dependability. It's the lens you can trust on a demanding set where precision matters more than personality. The 86mm filter thread might once have been a limitation, but the market has caught up, and compatible filters are easy to find. Then there's the in-body stabilization 10 stops of IBIS that genuinely changes how you think about shooting medium format. Hand-holding this camera in low light would have been unthinkable a few years ago. Now, it's not only possible but freeing. You can shoot at slower shutter speeds without fear of blur, opening up creative flexibility in ways that make you rethink what's possible. It's the kind of feature that quietly reshapes habits, making you braver, more experimental, more spontaneous. Hasselblad also seems to be thinking ahead. The X2D II's new screen and processing pipeline are ready for the HDR future world where every highlight and shadow is preserved in astonishing depth. Personally, I still prefer shooting RAW, where the control and color grading flexibility feel familiar and dependable, but it's clear Hasselblad is planning for what comes next. The readiness for HDR workflows may not matter to everyone today, but when the ecosystem catches up, this camera will already be there. That kind of foresight matters. Yet, for all its brilliance, the X2D II isn't without its frustrations. The biggest issue is file size. Every shot captures the full 100 megapixel glory, producing files that hover around 200 megabytes each. There's no compression, no smaller options, no middle ground for casual shooting. It makes sense this is a camera built for uncompromised image quality, but it limits flexibility. Not every moment needs that much resolution, and sometimes you just want to shoot freely without worrying about filling drives. If Hasselblad added lossless compression or smaller options, it would make this camera far more versatile. As it stands, I reserve it for serious work, when I know every pixel will count. It's ironic, because the camera is so inspiring that you want to use it everywhere, yet practicality keeps it in the bag more often than it should. The second pain point is software. Capture One, the go-to platform for many professionals, still doesn't support Hasselblad's RAW files. That forces you into alternatives. Hasselblad's own focus software works, but it's cumbersome, functional yet dated in its interface. Their mobile and tablet apps, on the other hand, are sleek, intuitive, and genuinely enjoyable to use. The disconnect between those experiences feels frustrating. Lightroom handles the files well enough, but for studio work, especially tethered sessions, Capture One remains unmatched. Without proper integration, the X2D II feels slightly handicapped in professional workflows. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's a missed opportunity. Despite these drawbacks, it's impossible not to be drawn back to this camera. Every time I pick it up, I feel that old spark again, the same feeling that made me fall in love with photography in the first place. The X2D II doesn't just capture images, it captures emotion. It translates the way light touches a surface, the way texture breathes in shadow, the way a fleeting moment becomes eternal. It's not about specs anymore, it's about connection. The tactile click of the shutter, the silent hum of focus, the quiet satisfaction of seeing a frame that feels alive. That's what makes the X2D II more than a tool, it's an experience. It challenges you to slow down, to observe, to care again. It reminds you that artistry isn't about convenience, but about intention. The same way Los Angeles asks you to earn your place, this camera asks you to earn your images. It won't forgive laziness, but it rewards passion. The city and the camera share that same duality, frustrating, mesmerizing, impossible to let go of. Because Los Angeles, like the X2D II, is a study in contrasts. It's sunlight and smog, dreams and disillusionment, glamour and grit. It dazzles you with its brilliance, then humbles you with its demands. It tests how much you want it. But if you stay, if you push through, you discover a depth that others never will. The Hasselblad X2D II feels the same. It's not the easiest camera to master or the most forgiving to handle, but when you see what it can do, when you witness the sheer beauty it captures, you understand why it's worth it. In the end, this camera isn't for everyone, just as Los Angeles isn't. Some will call it excessive, impractical, or over-designed. But for those who see past the flaws, who crave that blend of artistry and precision, it offers something extraordinary. It reignites passion. It invites you to explore, to create, to feel alive behind the lens again. Like the city it mirrors, it's not just a place or a piece of gear, it's a state of mind. It's struggle and beauty intertwined. It's a challenge worth accepting. And once you've experienced it, it's almost impossible to walk away.